Hi, welcome to the Crack of Dawn. I'm so excited. We've got all these episodes coming on. And tonight we have Coachie back. So, yay.
Another appearance.
Yeah, so I was like, what do we paint? And he's like, you can do either Edmonton Oilers, right?
Edmonton.
And where's that? Ohio?
Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Oh, it's in Canada? Ooh, that's bad. Yes, that's bad.
Or you could have gone with the, or like I did, the Stanley Cup champions, Colorado Avalanche. Congratulations to them.
Now, was it an easy win for them? Sort of like
no,
Blue Jays, Yankees are doing pretty good.
The first round, Colorado had no problem beating the Nashville Predators. Mm-hmm. Second round, they played the St. Louis Blues. They beat them in 6, despite Nadriv Kadri got some wonderful. Nice bad news that the media and the people in St. Louis were giving him death threats to his family.
Seriously?
So,
they really were?
They did.
God,
so at their hotel before
Montreal Canadiens.
before game 6. I'll do this too. It's getting there.
Yeah, they're going to look good. And then
before game number 6, that there were it was game 4, game 6 that they gave threats. So the police had to be at the police had to stay at near their hotel for tighter security. They had to.
Oh my gosh! Oh my God!
So they beat St. Louis in 6. Then they played the Edmonton Oilers.
Small brush and large brush.
They decided, okay, let's not beat Edmonton. Let's sweep Edmonton, even though Game 4 they had to play come from behind. Antti Lantinen scored the game-winning goal to send them to the Stanley Cup Finals. And then the Stanley Cup Finals, they defeat the 2-time defending Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning in 6 games.
I have one of those in my car. We just never got to that one yet.
Yep.
And a Panther, Florida Panther.
They beat Tampa in 6 games. The MVP was defenseman Cale Makar, who was from New England, who was successful, scored a lot of points, scored a couple big goals. He had a power play goal and a shorthanded goal in one of the games that they played. And that was game number 2 in the finals.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
The hockey gets nuts.
The Tampa Bay Lightning, unfortunately,
are they good now, Tampa Bay?
They held on to their team. They only lost one player to free agency. They only lost Andre Palat.
Where's he from?
He's from Canada. But
now, are the majority of the hockey players from Canada? Or
number 1 is Canada, number 2 is the United States, and then number 3 is Russia, and then number 4, that's about, it can go anywhere.
Really?
After that. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God!
Even though during the past NHL draft this year, the first 2 hockey players in the draft, you got it upside down, by the way.
I do. Okay,
yep,
here we go. What about the picture?
The picture's fine.
Okay, so they're matching up.
The first 2, and this was a first in the NHL draft. The first 2 players that were drafted were born in the country of Latvia.
Where's that?
Way out there in Europe.
It is?
So that's never happened before, and this kid who was supposed to be taken number 1 was taken number 4 by the Seattle Kraken. So
Seattle Kraken, that's what the name of it is? Are they a good team?
Yeah. They had their inaugurals.
Why do they call it that?
That was the name they picked.
Really?
So they played their first season. They had a great shot. And didn't go too well, unfortunately. But, it's not like the Las Vegas Golden Knights where you're going to be successful in your first season. So they were trying. They had an okay season. They had to make some trades. They had to re-sign some players. They were smart enough to do that. And we're going to see what their second season is going to look like coming up in October. But I think Ron Francis has them in the right direction.
Yeah.
And it's going to be
good hockey.
Yep.
Yeah.
My most disappointing team right now during the free agency was the Calgary Flames. They lost Johnny Gaudreau, who said, I wanted to be closer to home to play in New Jersey or Philadelphia. I don't have a problem with that.
He's not Canadian?
I do have a problem when you decide, oh, no, I'm not going there. I'm going to go play for the Columbus Blue Jackets on a 7-year contract.
So the fans didn't like that,
The fans in Calgary did not like that. If they went for...
And it was all for money, right?
That was for money. Well, Calgary had an opportunity to re-sign him. They did put a contract on the table, and he said, no, I want to be closer to home to my family, which, okay, I get that, but... When you make a move like that, when you come back to Calgary next season, you're going to be booed. If you went to New Jersey or Philadelphia, okay, I get it then. You should be a little bit more respectful about that.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen that way.
Now, how many, how they have in baseball the American League and the National League?
Yes.
Do they have that with hockey?
No, Eastern Conference, Western Conference.
And do they end up playing each other if they're that good?
They do play them twice a year in the regular season.
They do.
Or like Colorado played Tampa Bay in the Stanley Cup Finals, East versus West. Someone wins the cup. That went 4 out of 7.
Oh, okay. How many teams in the NHL?
32.
That's it?
32.
How many in baseball?
We have 30. I believe
Really?
it's 30. Yep.
God.
Yep.
It's crazy. Who
Yeah.
has the most? Like which sport?
Football and
I forgot.
hockey each have 32.
Really?
Yep.
God, I can't
They
believe
each
it.
have 32 teams.
Don't forget to use your white. Even though the canvas is already white, you can glob it on with the big brush. And the globs I really like because it makes it look more like a painting. But yeah. So I'm going to glob on the white at the end. And I'm going to make it with, I wish I brought some palette knives, but I didn't.
Palette knives, we can get away with murder for it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So where was the last game? Was it at Colorado?
No, it was at Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. Why?
I always
It
was game 6.
Oh, okay.
Win or lose, it was the last game for the Tampa Bay Lightning to have on their home schedule. If Tampa won one more
Show you how
game,
to glob it on.
it would have went to Colorado for the 7th and final game, which would have been played on June 30th, but instead the season ended on June 28th.
Really?
So you had about maybe a good month and a half's worth of the playoffs, which was good. All the fans were back during the regular season. There was a hiccup in December when they had to shut it down for Christmas break.
Yeah. Why did they shut it down for COVID?
Canada got hit again with COVID. And
what about now? And hockey's like the one they shut down first because it's cold?
No, hockey decided to shut it down after December 23rd.
Huh.
Which it's not weird, but they waited till the 28th. But the only bad thing about it is the Winter Olympics got canceled, so the hockey players couldn't go. So
Got it. I'm coming over here for a minute.
the New York Rangers and Florida Panthers did not have to take a pause on the season.
I'm taking a lot of paint and I'm just globbing it on.
What they did was,
Sorry. See the glob? I like that. If you don't like it, you don't have to. See the glob?
yeah,
Makes it look more like you're decorating a cake. Okay, where were we? Sorry.
Okay, so what happened was the New York Rangers and Florida Panthers didn't have anybody on the COVID list during the season, so they had a 2-week vacation break.
Oh, they did?
Yup.
And what do they do? Just
they were allowed to go anywhere they wanted with their families and.
Yeah, so that was good, yeah.
Some of the teams, unfortunately, they had, like the New York Islanders had like maybe 10 games to make up. The people in Canada had a lot of games to make up. Thank goodness that it didn't really interfere too much on the situation, but we didn't have to really take a long pause, which was good. If you did go to Canada for a couple weeks, up to a month, you did have to wear a mask up there again in Canadian cities. Montreal did not allow fans for about maybe 3 weeks.
Really?
Yup. Some of the stadiums in Canada had to play.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, they did it because Quebec was in pretty rough shape, so they had to go back to no fans again. Then we had some with Toronto, Winnipeg, Calgary. Yeah, the rest of the way they were going half capacity for a bit, and then once everything was doing better, they were able to go back to full capacity again.
So now everybody's full capacity.
Everybody in the NHL is back to full capacity, but except now with baseball standards, with the Toronto Blue Jays, there's a strict rule. If you either get one Johnson & Johnson shot or you've gotten 2 doses, 2 vaccination shots, you can go up and play in Toronto. If you don't, you get put on the restricted list, and you don't get paid, and you wind up staying home until the series is over.
Do they still pay you?
No, they don't.
They don't?
They will not pay you. Even like I'm a Red Sox fan too.
So LeBron James was not getting paid when he sat out?
Game was in Toronto. No, he was already vaccinated.
Oh, okay.
That was fine back then. I don't know what the NBA rules were, but I know the MLB, the city of Toronto said you needed to be vaccinated, 2 vaccinations or 1 Johnson & Johnson. And it did the Kansas City Royals in pretty good, because from what my understanding was with that, 10 of their players could not go to Toronto because they weren't vaccinated.
Really? That many?
Yeah, there were 10.
But they're close. I mean, that's a contact sport for sure.
Yes, it can be.
And is your mouth covered, or do you just have a like what a football player has?
No mask.
Oh, they don't even have like jail bars on their helmet? No? Why?
Nope.
Neck guard now.
Neck guard? Yeah, no, they don't wear those. Probably they could breathe better.
God, can you even believe this? It's so fun.
Don't believe it. It's like
I can't believe it.
You want to learn you want to play by the rules.
Who's your favorite player in the entire NHL?
Oh, right. Oh, I don't have a favorite, but there were a few this year that I liked this year.
I bet we have 15 minutes left. Yeah, we do.
Home.
It's perfect.
Nope.
It's perfect.
My favorite players this year,
100%.
I thought, was Cale Makar.
Oh, you said that he played for my team. This one,
Colorado.
Montreal?
Nope, Colorado
yours.
Avalanche.
Okay.
He won the MVP. He was one of my favorite players.
He's American?
He is American, yes.
From where?
He played, I believe, at Boston University.
Are you kidding?
No.
That's where I went.
Or no, I'm sorry, not Boston University, Wisconsin. He went to Wisconsin.
Is that a good school?
It is a very good school for hockey, yes.
It is?
A couple other players I enjoyed this year.
Who else?
It was tough. It was tough to say, but I liked Jonathan Huberdeau, who now plays for the Calgary Flames. He had a good season with Florida. Kirill Karazov.
That's his name?
Yes.
Kirill Karazov?
That's his name. He plays for the Minnesota Wild, but right now
He's from Canada?
Russia. But he's stuck in Russia right now. He's been denied to come back to the United States twice. I don't know.
Is it like that basketball girl that had like pot,
Grainer?
CBD or whatever?
No, this is completely different.
It is?
It's
my
different.
God. But they're not, oh, God. Is he in jail? No.
No, he's not in jail. No.
Okay, that's a good thing. God.
There's another hockey player. He's a goaltender for the Philadelphia Flyers.
Yeah.
And, let me tell you, he's a different story. He's draft dodging.
Oh, my gosh.
So that means he's going to have to be stuck, and he's going to have to probably go in the Navy. He's not going to be able to play for the Flyers, the Philadelphia Flyers. He just got a
You mean
one-year
Navy,
contract. In Russia, yeah, there's a Russian Navy.
Oh, really?
Out
Are they good?
I don't know.
Wow.
We're talking about the Navy out there, not a hockey team. He has to actually go to the military.
Oh, my gosh.
So he's stuck.
I got it. So he's stuck.
He is stuck.
Oh, my God. Does Navy, Army, and, all the Air Force, do they have good hockey teams or not really?
A little bit, but they're big more on football.
They are?
Hockey
Okay,
anyway.
yeah. So Army, Navy, huge.
In Air Force, there is no Marines for hockey yet, but give it time. There probably will be. The Arizona Coyotes, where we stand with them, they will be playing in at Arizona State University hockey arena for the next 3 years while they get a new arena built after they pass the test.
Really?
Yep. Because they were told they weren't going to re-sign them for their lease up in River City or Glendale.
I'll show you my gloves.
And they said
Glendale, New York?
Glendale, Arizona.
Oh, really?
They said we don't work.
See the gloves.
You guys will not be coming back, unfortunately.
Yeah,
so,
give this to a hockey fan. It's perfect. They can put it in their man
So
cave,
the bad news is it looks good.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
So for the next 3 years, they're going to be playing at Arizona State University, and they're only going to have in front of 5,000 fans, which is not really an NHL. Yeah. So they have to take the entire arena and they have to build it up to NHL standards.
Oh my gosh! It's like my dad was saying. There's a baseball team. It's not Fenway because that's always packed, but the fans don't even go to the games. Is that Tampa Bay?
No, not Tampa Bay. The Florida Panthers don't have fans, though.
I mean baseball. When the fans are not even
the Tampa Bay Rays,
Tampa Bay, right? Yeah, my dad
the
said
Rays are one of them. There's a couple others too. But no, Tampa doesn't, and Tampa. That's why Tampa's never going to get a new ballpark. Because they were supposed to get one, and then they said no. I mean, look at Pittsburgh. They're the second lowest in payroll. And
really? Who pays the highest?
Highest, I believe, is don't get me wrong on this. The Los Angeles Dodgers are number one. It's not the New York Yankees.
Do they still have George? What's his name from here?
Springer?
Yeah.
He's with the Toronto Blue Jays.
Is he good?
He is good. I mean, he's
as good.
He's been battling injuries, but he's been doing.
Really? So that's.
But he's been okay. This year he's been okay.
Really?
Even though Toronto's gone through a bunch of managerial changes.
What about Nick Medino from our town?
Okay, we have to look up where he actually is.
Oh, now. We don't know. Okay. We'll look him up. Maybe.
Yeah, I'll look up in between, and I'll give you more information about that.
Perfect.
But I believe he's still in the NHL.
I love it.
So the hockey season starts around 70 days from now. The start of the next season is October 8th. And I already saw who will be playing first. Nashville Predators will be playing the San Jose Sharks out in Prague, Czech Republic for a 2-game European series. Yeah, and that game counts.
Who do you predict? What's your prediction
for those two? I'm going to say the Nashville Predators, and I think they're going to split.
Predators?
I'll be honestly.
Really?
Because San Jose is going through a total rebuild now. They just got rid of Brent Burns, who was traded to the Carolina Hurricanes for with another player, and it was like, San Jose is trying to dump salary. Here we go.
10 minutes. I know. 10 minutes is forever, though, isn't it? It's like the end of a horror movie.
It can be.
A lot can happen.
And then Carolina made another trade with Max Pacioretty, who is from Connecticut, by the way.
He is.
Yes.
Sounds Italian.
He's from Avon.
Waterbury.
No.
What, Avon, really?
I believe it's Avon, yes.
So he plays at Avon Old Farms, maybe.
He did.
He did.
Now he's a Carolina Hurricane. He came over from Las Vegas. Yeah, he was a very good player. He was hurt, but the Las Vegas Golden Knights are trying to dump their salaries now.
They are? Everybody is.
Well, no, Las Vegas Dawn was over the cap by a lot.
Really? A ton?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to reference back to your picture. If it's not perfect, who cares? Because we have the logos drawn out. So really anywhere where you decide to put red or blue or white, you just do it, and it's going to look fine. It was like Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart. You know, we just painted it in. Yeah.
So now Vegas is we're waiting to see if any other free agents go through. There were some, like I said, there have been a couple big trades.
Oh my God, someone's here. Hold on.
Yeah, here.
All right, it could be Bria with the. So Bria did some sketches for us. Bria Small from Avon. So let's see if it's her. And we'll ask her if she wants to come say hi. But let me see.
Yep.
Oh my God. That's so funny. It's Kurt.
He came
pizza.
He came the early bird special.
Hi. You're so good. We have 10 minutes left on this episode, then we go into the next one. It's perfect. Do you think you could paint with us today?
Sure, why not?
Oh my God. You know what? Coachie, I sketched it out, a Bruins one.
Yes.
Coachie told him you can put it right over there. Kurt from Naples Pizza just brought pizza. So we're going to
Hello, Kurt.
I asked him if he wanted to paint, and I secretly knew he was a Bruins fan. So I was like, deliver a pizza, and here we are. He's going to paint with us. So, okay, so you're going to go here.
I noticed that you didn't
awesome.
You didn't want to be a Montreal fan. They're being the worst team in the league. You either had Montreal or Arizona. Take your pick.
Who's the worst team in the league?
Montreal
you go
was
up
this
the
year.
Shirt. And then he owns Fork and Fire. Have you ever heard of it, Coachie?
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's more of like, I always call it like a tapas. Here's your paint. And
it's your summer getaway before you have to get ready for school.
Any color you pick, just keep going with it.
I don't remember hold on, I gotta see what the logo looks like. I forget.
Yeah, you can Google it.
You can Google on your phone. I've done it many times.
We Google a lot because sometimes people are like, Mrs. Lombardi, draw an elephant. And I'm like, are you out of your mind? Like, I need a picture.
Bonino's on the Sharks, by the way.
What's that?
Okay, he was still on the Sharks.
Bonini is?
Yeah.
Bonino, yes.
Bonino is. Okay, perfect. And
I think he still has a year left on his contract too, because I did not see him as a free agent according to my
Put that
list.
on the left. This one's for skinny stuff. That one's for fat stuff.
And fun fact.
What?
Yes.
Springer's sister worked for me at Naples.
Really?
Lima.
George Springer's sister works for him at Naples
She
Pizza.
did. She's not anymore. She's now the softball coach down in Delaware, I think.
Oh my God,
geez.
this is so crazy. Are you kidding me? A lot of high school kids and college kids, right, work for the restaurant.
Course.
I mean, I worked for the restaurant business at the Cape Cod, and you know, of course, they still won't hire me at McDonald's. Did you hear that? They won't hire me?
Why? What'd you do?
So first time I applied last year, I just said, you know, I got a degree from here and there and whatever, and they didn't hire me. So I went back this year and I applied, and I said I had a GED, right? Thinking it
To
would
McDonald's,
work.
you didn't really want the job?
Yeah, just drive-through. Yep. Because I have the summers off. I'm a teacher, and I was like, what would be fun? And my kids were like, Mom, that's so lame. I'm like, no, it's not. Leave me alone. You work where you want, and I'll do that. But don't you think? Just like a few, maybe 4 days. What's this, Kurt?
I think if you're going to do those are plates and napkins.
Really?
I think if you're going to do it, though,
my God.
nothing against McDonald's, but...
No, I love McDonald's. We eat there like every day.
I used to eat there, but not anymore. It's so loaded with I'll only eat it once in a while, but if you've lost 30 pounds, you'd understand why.
Why you don't eat it anymore?
That's part of it. That's why at lunch I go home for lunch. I don't bother to
cheese.
I don't bother to go home. I'd rather go home and go read my sports reports and everything else.
You're going to eat on camera, too. That's cool.
Yeah, whatever. I'm starving. And everybody says to me, Dawn, how do you stay thin? You exercise? I'm like, heck no. I'm on the Jesus diet, you know? Bread, a little bit of cheese, a little bit of red wine. And I really don't, you know, like little old ladies, you're like, you know, I just don't. So like I have this nice piece of cheese pizza going, and it's like exactly what I need.
Yeah, it'll be your fix, that's for sure.
We were hungry though. We were hoping you'd show up.
Well, we got bacon too. Didn't somebody like bacon? I heard.
Yeah, I do. My aunts told me before to come to the show, I had to make sure I had to eat a little bit. I'm like, yeah, well, I said, remember, I've been behaving so good. Now you're going to tell me to make sure I got to eat? Great.
So I'm doing the Montreal Canadiens. Were they awful this year?
Worst team in the league.
Are you kidding? I'm doing the worst team in the league. And then
come on, they had to get a new coach. The other coach they had did absolutely nothing. His name was Dominic Ducrame.
Really? From Ukraine?
No.
I'm wrong again.
French.
God dang.
He was French, and then they brought in Martin
French
St. Louis.
5 minutes goes by so quick,
they
and then we
brought-
go straight into the other episode. So we'll have two. We need that. 'Cause
Well, who's coming for the other episode?
Kurt, just you and me and Coachie.
Yeah, you came even sooner than
You came in perfect because I had another. We were going to do a second episode, so it's perfect. 'Cause
Yeah,
Now, yeah, he loves hockey. You love hockey. I know nothing.
Yeah, no, you either had a choice of Montreal or Arizona, because I looked up who had the worst team.
So I have
but
the
I go
worst
by the
team.
worst team. But that's okay. It was either
I don't
that
mind.
or the new logo that just came out for the Arizona Coyotes.
Yeah, and then I suppose you can hang these in the man cave. My husband has dragged us to the Grateful Dead. As I told you, it was a disaster. I don't like it. So the kids were kind of mid about it. They were just like, whatever. Bro, they were like, at the last minute, no, Mom. And
Did you just say bro?
Yes.
It's weird.
Believe me, these words can be very interesting on the air.
I teach high school.
My daughter uses the word slay.
Yeah, slay, and then low-key fire, and low-key trash.
Low-key.
Yeah,
That's low-key, yeah.
It's legit.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I teach high school, and sorry.
I help out in a high school, so I know what it's like.
What do
No,
you
they say crazy stuff. Lit, she's a 10.
Lit.
No, I mean, 10
On
is
fire.
been around. Fire is one of them. Mm-hmm. You can use this cloth, Kurt, to dip the brush on.
It's sad. It's sad. I understand.
So Kurt might not know paint, but Coachie's been on here. How many times have you been?
This is my fourth.
Are you getting better?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been trying to.
He's
Believe it or
good.
not, I've gotten better at it. Believe me, we've done different hockey logos. I'll probably have to do about 20 more episodes.
And I
to make sure
love
can-
talking hockey because my sister's kid plays competitive, and I don't know anything, so it's perfect, And last time we painted boat stuff, and I don't know anything about a boat, but I looked it up. Starboard is right. Am I right? Left is port.
Yeah.
It's kind of snotty,
well,
but that's the way they do it,
No, I haven't done a show here since, I want to say it's been since last year, I think.
Can you even believe it?
No.
And we've done the Florida Panthers, the
Colorado, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the New York Islanders.
Oh yeah. I
still
can't
have
believe
that.
the girl worked for Naples Pizza.
She did. Yeah, she works. She's a good worker. Then she,
How's
then
Hogan?
she
Is he
left.
good? Oh, she
Chris-
left?
Chris good.
Where'd she go?
His son's working there right now. Christian's working tonight, actually.
Oh, he is?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christian's he took James fishing. Did you hear that he went fishing?
No.
They went fishing on one of those fishing trips, deep sea fishing.
Oh,
They got
I think
stripers.
Chris does it every year, doesn't he?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah,
but
he's got a bunch of his
so
friends
nice.
that they go.
Yeah, so that's what they did. But I mean, yeah, you must have a lot of employees. You know who I love is that blonde girl. What's her name? Mackenzie. My dad's a cop. Perry, maybe. I don't know.
At Naples or at Fork and
Yeah,
Fire?
no, Fork and Fire.
That's a
And the greatest thing is the two restaurants are literally not next door to them because Starbucks is in the middle of the two. But how do you find that managing your
That could
business?
be
Much easier?
Yeah, it's way easier because I opened one in Middletown called Mondo, and then
I remember.
I was driving down to Middletown, and that was
That's like right after the
nightmare.
circle in the green.
got old. Yep.
Yeah, and it had a black, like a black logo or something with the words.
Mondo, yeah.
Yeah, with the red.
Yeah.
Wait, which
Yeah, I
one are we
remember.
getting now?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
So now he has the
final
two
minute.
restaurants. We have 1 minute. Yeah, we'll wrap it up, and then we go straight into the next episode. And a lot of times we haven't finished. Well, it's funny because when Joe came on, we did a seagull. And remember, Joe was like, "Mine's done. It looks great." And I was like thinking, Joe, you could probably do a couple.
Yeah, no, yeah, well,
Not to be mean,
oh,
but
believe
yeah,
me, I've
he
always
was
given him
done.
pep talks, so
He's
you know how
hilarious.
it works.
He's like, "I'm done," and then I had a kid from Japan on, Kurt. You remember watching that program, right? Coachie, who's from Japan, and we were painting roosters, and they came out great.
Where do you find these people?
So I went to just random. I asked. So now I had my hair done. I paid a lot of money, so I hope it looks good.
Where? Give 'em a plug.
The hair color company.
Hair,
Yeah, Karen. You can do stuff like that. One time we went overboard with the realtor, and they had to shut me
Notice it's
down.
not makeup.
But anyway, they're gonna fade us out. Maybe we have some bloopers. I love it. Shoot. Yeah, I hope that one didn't go because I don't swear. I really don't. Thanks for coming on the Crack of Dawn. We've got Kurt from Naples Pizza. He just crashed the party in the back door, and I knew maybe I'd ask him to paint. I thought he would, so he said yes. So
Do anything for
I can't even believe it. And he brought pizza, which is so cool. So we're going to see you right now. Thanks for tuning in, and if you want to come on the Crack of Dawn, just call up Nutmeg TV and come on. Anybody
Send
can
an
come.
email.
Yeah, just send an email and you can come on. It's a blast. You don't have to paint. As a matter of fact, I don't want you to paint.
and you never know. They may upgrade me to another position here, knowing my
Yeah, because, I mean, a lot of times. Remember Soar Angel? We painted a lady with umbrella. Hers was better
Yes.
than mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Saybrook Fish House in Canton has been serving fresh seafood, chicken, and steak entrees for 34 years, offering 3 cozy dining room settings, a newly renovated pub with craft beer, wine by the glass, specialty cocktails, and a lighter fare menu. Open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week. Reservations accepted for parties of 2 to 42, and gift certificates are also available. The Saybrook Fish House, nestled at the crossroads of Route 44, 202, and 179 in Canton.